Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 215. And I'm going to have some fun with a new bundle that's coming in the May catalog. You can also do it with one that's available now, but I wanted to play around with the new one. You know, it's like opening up your presents at Christmas time. You want to play with all the new stuff, and that's how I am. So I'm going to do that, and I'll show you the one that you can do now or whatever. But so I'm going to have fun with that. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So welcome, welcome. This is so much fun, and this is, like I said, this is going to be a new bundle that you can get in May, or you can add it to your starter kit right now if you want to not have to wait. So I'm going to stop blabbing so I can get started. So close your eyes just for a second while I get my camera adjusted. Okay, so this is the new Layers of Beauty. And it is amazing. So you have your stamp set. It also has a die, and then it comes with masks as well. So I'm going to be using the masks today. I'm going to keep this as a one layer card, and it's so easy to do with this. All right, so this is what I'm using. Now, you can also do this technique with the Enduring Beauty as well, because it's the same kind of thing. It has your flowers, your masks, and your die. I'm not going to use the die today. Like I said, I'm just going to make it be just a single layer card. The card base is going to be the Azure Afternoon. So, you know, that's the card base that everything will get mounted on. All right, so let's bring over my grid sheet. Okay, hold on here. Okay, so here's my grid sheet. All right, and I'm just using basic white. Hopefully that won't be too bright. All right, now to keep this easy and simple for the video, I'm just going to be using Bubble Bath and Lemon Lime Twist for my gets the camera or the light a little bit off there. See if that helps. For my masking, just to make it a little bit easier, but you can use multiple colors, but I just want to show you how you can do it with just a couple colors. So this is Bubble Bath, and then I will do the leaves with the Lemon Lime. So I just want to have my Bubble Bath open, and I'm going to put a little seal, and I'm just taking some of the tackiness off of it. Let me move my camera a little bit here. There we go. That's a little bit more over top. All right. I just want to hold my paper down. You can also use, this is just Post-it tape, and I just get that off of Amazon. You can use that, you know, as well. I'm just going to put a little piece there. Okay. So we have, so this is the mask. And this is going to be the first one. Now, it comes like they're numbered, and it's a little hard to see the number because it's the same color as the mask. So I just used a Sharpie just so that I can, you know, keep track of it or whatever. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape down here as well. Okay, now I've also put that Post-it tape on my mask to hold it still, and you can see through here, so I can kind of see, because I want to make this, like I said, I want it to be a one layer card, so I want to have some room for my saying. So I'm going to bring this up just a little bit there. All right, so this will hold that in place. All right, so now I'm going to take my bubble gum, or my bubble bath. I don't know, I keep calling it bubble gum. All right, let me move this out of the way. All right, so I'll try not to get that reflection there. Okay, all right, so we're just going to do our bubble bath, and I want it a little bit light because we are using the same color throughout. Now I'm just going to keep it easy. If you want, you could do, these are your roses, these could be your daisies. So you could totally do these in another color, but like I said, I'm just going to keep this easy today, and I'm only going to do the two colors. So I have my bubble bath, and that was going to be the first layer. Like that. Okay. Then I can peel it off. And then just kind of watch your fingers, because you can pick up that ink on the mask that you have rubbed on there, so you don't want to get it on your card. All right, so there's our first. You can see those pretty flowers. All right, so that was number 1. Then I'm going to take my number 2. Oh, and that's what I forgot to do. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me put this back. Let me put this back. Hold on. Sorry. I always forget that. All right. So up here is this little V. So I'm going to take a pen, and I'm just going to kind of trace this. And that's going to help me place the other ones there. So this just kind of is going to give me my little where I can place it properly. All right, so here is our number 2. So I'm going to go up to here. I'm going to put that where I want it. Now this is a little easier because I can see where this needs to go because of the flower. Like I can see through, so I know where I need to place those. But when you start doing the leaves, it's a little harder because they don't have the pieces already there. All right, so I'm going to take the same bubble bath, and I'm going to go over. So now it's going to be a little bit darker because I'm going over with that same bubble bath. Now if you wanted, this is where you could you know, add another color, but I just want to keep it simple today so I don't have to keep changing my brush, because I just want to show you this really fun technique. All right, so there we have our number 2. Peel that off. So look how fun that is. Okay. And then we have number 3. So again, I'm just using that to help me get that placed. So again, if you wanted this, you know, if you wanted your daisies to be another color, you could make these be another color as well. I'm just keeping it easy. How many times am I going to say that? Sorry. I'm repeating myself. All right, so this again is just that bubble bath, and we're going to go right into there. So now it's going to be even darker. So I want to play more off camera where, you know, I have the different colors and stuff, but because this is such a cool bundle. All right, so there we have, but this just makes pretty pink roses. So peel that off. So that was all the bubble bath. So now look how gorgeous those flowers are. And now this will sink in a little bit. I just got a little exuberant, is that a word, with my blending. So it's just got a little bit of a raised ink. So it just has to sink in. If you don't want to wait, you can put a paper towel on there if you don't want to wait, or Kleenex. Let's lay a Kleenex on there so I don't have to wait. All right, so now we're done with the bubble bath. And then we'll have number 4. So number 4 will be our lemon lime. If I can pick that up, hang on a minute. All right, so now we have our lemon lime. So again, this is kind of where it makes more sense to have that, because now we want this. You can kind of see where it needs to lay. So that looks good. So you can kind of see that this covers that flower. You can see that it does here too. So that kind of helps. All right. So now I'm going to take my lemon lime twist. So just like I did before, where I, I'm using one color to get some variety. I'm going to take a little bit of that off and then brush right over top. So now you've got your first layer of green, and I like this mask because it's big. It covers the whole card, so I don't have to worry so much about the ink getting on my card, because this is covering my full card. Now that doesn't mean your fingerprints, you can't by accident touch your mask and get a little bit of ink on you. You can do that if you're not careful. So just kind of be careful. All right, so that was 4, and then we have 5. So we'll bring our 5 over again, use that notch I have on there, and you can kind of see where it needs to go because of the notch, as well as being able to see through that mask. All right, again, with the lemon lime twist, we're just doing tone on tone. And then right over top, so it's going to be darker. And then peel away. And then, like magic, you have this beautiful, beautiful masked flower. All right, but let's make it even more magical. All right, so I'm going to take this off here. And before I take it totally off, I'm going to take my Azure blend. So this is my light Azure afternoon blend, and I'm going to flick it. So I'm just going to flick it on the card. So now I've just got these little splatteries around on my card. So it just makes that white paper not like stark white. All right, so let's take this off of here. Just kind of spin it so it removes that off that seal. And then we have the stamp. So now we have this huge stamp. So we're going to stamp it over top. So we just have to kind of wiggle this around. Make sure I'm doing it the right place. So that's wrong. There we go. So we just have to look through it. And if it's not perfect, I am not going to worry too much about it. All right. So let's get our memento. And I'm just going to ink this up with our memento. And I find it best if I stand, because then I can look right over top of it. So it's a little easier for me to place it. Plus I have the camera right there. All right, so that looks kind of good. So we just are going to peek through. That looks good. That looks good. And I'm just hang on a minute. I'm just kind of tweaking it. All right, that's light. That's there. I think that looks good. Like I said, if you're not perfect, it's nature, right? It's a flower. And if it's off a little bit, it even looks even kind of cooler, because then you get a little bit of a white border. But it looks good when I'm looking through it here. All right, let's take that off. And look at how beautiful. Because before you stamp it, it still is beautiful. But before you stamp it, the flower kind of blends in a little bit, and it can be a little confusing, you know, to the eye. All right, so I'm going to turn it like this. So we have our beautiful flowers. But now I'm going to take some blend. So I have that blend there. I don't need this one. All right, so I have my dark bubble bath. So if I want to add a little bit of the dark bubble bath here and there, I can. So I'm just going to take the dark, and this is the same color that I used with my ink, but now I'm going in there and I'm just making it a little more intensive, a little more darker there. And this is, so I just kept my daisies even pink, but this is what I mean. Once you get more familiar with this mask, you'll know like where to get pink, where to put a different color. But just to play with it today, I did keep it fairly simple. All right, I also want to put a little bit in the center here. So I'm just kind of following the dark that was already in there, but it's just making it just a tad darker. But isn't this amazing? Oh my gosh. It is just so beautiful. And excuse me, this is gorgeous no matter if you just don't even do what I'm doing, right? You could just leave it as is, but you know me, I like to just add a little bit more something, and this just intensifies some of those nooks and crannies just a little bit. All right, so that looks good. Now, I want my daisies that are pink daisies, I want them to be a little bit, I want the centers not to be pink. So I'm going to take my light pecan pie and I'm going to color the centers. So I have my light pecan pie in the centers of my daisies. And that just gives them a little something, something. I think I got them all. But I love that look of that little bit of a darker pecan pie. And then I'm going to take the dark. So that was the light. And then I'm going to take the dark and just add a little dark. And you could do the same thing if you wanted your leaves a little darker. You could take your dark lemon lime twist. Let me get it. Ugh, I'm still having issues getting those lids off. All right, so this is the dark. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to intensify some of my nooks and crannies of my leaves. And again, this is just preference. You don't have to. You can just leave the mask as is, but I just like that little bit of extra dark in there. I think that looks pretty good. So it just adds a little bit of dark here and there. All right, love, love, love it. All right, now I want to stamp my greeting. So we have, this is the greeting that comes with this set, and it's happy anniversary. So since I kept it as a one layer, let's see, where do I want to put my happy anniversary? What other, hang on, what other greetings come in here? I also have, you make my heart smile and grateful for you. So I might grab, you make my heart smile, because it might fit on there a little bit better. Okay, so hang on a second. Because I think it will fit along that bottom a little bit better than my happy anniversary. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp it with my Azure, or Azure, however you pronounce it. All right, let's see if I got it on there pretty straight. You make my heart smile. Oh, yes. Okay, so you make my heart smile. And I could do this with the black too, but I kind of like that blue. I love that azure. It goes so well with the pink. All right. But look how cool that is. Look how fun that is. All right. Now I could add some white gel pen. I could really go to town with this, but I'm just going to keep it, you know, fairly simple. I have a piece of white to put on the inside. Excuse me. And I should have did some masking on there as well. But I will just leave it plain. And love that. All right. And then we'll put this on the front. And I am going to be true to my word and keep it as that one level or one layer. I'm not even going to add any bling because that will add some bulk. What I am going to do is I'm going to add some Wink of Stella because that's not going to add any bulk to it. See how nice and flat this card is for mailing? So I'm going to add some Wink of Stella here and there and just a little bit on my daisies. And this won't add any bulk at all. It's just going to add a pop of sparkle. And that doesn't always show super well on the camera, but you can see it in real life. So there you can see just a little bit. But I love how that turned out. So earlier when I was playing around, so this is the one I played around with first, and I stamped that happy anniversary on there. So see, I wanted to move this a little bit, but I didn't move it up enough. So just keep that in mind. But I love how this looks with that long, you make my heart smile. I really, really like that. So, yeah. So let me know what you think. So again, this is Layers of Beauty. So this is available, well, starting in May, or you can add it to your starter kit and get it now. Comes with the stamp set, the beautiful masks that I use to do that, but they're all sticky now, and the Layers of Beauty die. So which is so cool, it does die cut out that full shape, and it also cuts out this flower. So if you want to pop it, like you could cut it out, color another one, and then you can pop that one over top. That is so brilliant that they did that. And it even has this cute little tag. So then you could stick it on there, like underneath maybe that popped one, so it looked like a bouquet of flowers. But I love this bundle. All right, so let me say see you later, alligator. So isn't this so cool? I'm going to make some more of these because really, this is so beautiful. And I love that it's so flat. So we don't have to worry about things catching in the post office sorting machine. But I love how that turned out. I love those pink roses. So beautiful. But just stamping that. And then I have found that if you stamp it over top, After then, you don't have to worry about it blurring, because you can stamp it first and then do your your blending. But sometimes you can, I have found that if you don't wait long enough, you can sometimes blur the black. So this way you don't have to worry about it. So, and I could have even stamped that instead of the black. I could have even did the over top of that with the azure instead of the basic black. That might have been cool too. So let me know if you like the masks with the stamp sets and the dies, if those are something you always grab. I love that they are like a white mask, so you can see through it, so it makes it a lot easier lining them up, especially when you have those multiples that complete the picture. It's pretty, it's kind of magic, right? But could you imagine, like, if you sat there and colored all that, it would take a long time. With the mask, it's like quickly done. Okay, so I'm going to stop blabbing. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for joining me today. I will see you Friday for my dies shorts, and that will be at 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you Friday. Bye for now.